So what we're going to do here now is we're gonna frame this whole basement, as you can see. So this will be my wall number 1. This is wall number 2. That will be wall number 3. So as you can see here, I don't have enough wood here to hold the panel that's gonna go up. So what I'm going to do is put a wood between here and here, all the way across about 4 feet. This wood now is in place to support my frame. This is my wall number 1 and this is my wall number 2. I'm gonna start marking my wall from here. So it's gonna be from the concrete wall 4.5. 4.5. And then from here to here was going to be 4.5, but as you can see up here, I have pipe over there, so I'm gonna lose 1.5 inches. Now that I mark my 4.5 from here and my 6 from here to here, so I'm gonna go all the way across to my wall number 2, and I'm gonna go all the way across to my wall number 1. These are here. I was able to double check my marks and able to then mark the top. And put the 2 woods that you're gonna use it, and then I'm gonna measure all the way to the top, so it'll be about 89. Okay, so now I am going to mark the wood to make my panel. So there is a treated wood that goes on the floor and a regular wood, a yellow wood that goes to the top. So what I will do is I can mark here 3.5, from here to here 3.5, or you can use the wood here, 3.5, and mark. So that's your 3.5. Now I'm gonna mark in the middle here. So now I'm gonna mark my wood across. So the first wood that I'm gonna mark, I'm not gonna start from here at 16. I'm gonna start from this mark over here, from the top of my wood, where the wood begins. I'm gonna mark 15.25. 15.25. Not 16, 15.25. So from here on, I'm gonna mark 16. I'm not gonna nail this to the top, the bottom of the frame. Now be careful with your hand over there. Try to go with the nail down. First nail, flush. The other one goes the other way. Yeah, be careful with your hand. You don't want to nail this here together. So let's go through the steps that we have done so far. First thing we did was mark the floor, 4.5 from the wall, from the half from this. The second thing I did was start marking the wood, 3.5 from here to here. So this wood is, as you can see, is facing forward. And then the second piece goes right next to that one. So 3.5 from here, and then the other 2x4 with my first wood. From the 3.5, I marked 15.25, which is my first wood. So from here to here, 15 1/4, and I mark with an X. So this is forward. So 15 from here to here, 15 1/4, and then mark forward. So a wood is gonna go right here. So now that the panel is ready, we are going to lift it and put it right here, the first panel. The panel fit perfectly. What I'm going to do here is put this groove over here on this line over here. So this groove over here, like you can see, I'm gonna go that way, and then my line over here will be there. So I am now going to put a nail to the concrete. I'm gonna use this round set over here. Some people make they make a hole and put a screw to the ground. I'm just gonna use it. And then go here, make sure that the line is aligned to the blue line at the bottom. And then I'm gonna nail. Now I'm gonna put a nail in this corner here to secure this corner here. As you can see, my line is already here in the middle here. So I'm gonna put a nail right there. Okay, now that part of the frame, the panel is ready, I have to finish the rest of the wall there because I'm using 8 feet wood. So to do that, I'm gonna do the same process. I'm gonna measure 3.5 from here to here. Mark the front of the wood. I'm gonna measure 3.5. Same here. Mark the back of the wood. Okay, so now that I marked the bottom wood, this is the front of the wood, and then I mark the top wood, which is the front of the wood at the top, and then another piece of wood they're gonna go here. So now that I marked my bottom and my top wood 16 forward from this wood over here, so I can then connect the two panels. Okay, now that I have all marked up, I'm gonna nail the top here, one wood facing forward and one wood straight up. Same with the bottom. Okay, now that I have all my wood cut, I am going to nail. I'm going to start from this corner here. I'm going to nail this side and nail all the other, and then this panel will be complete. And I'm going to attach this panel to this panel. Wood to the line, right there, and I'm gonna nail here first. now I'm going to connect the top. I have my line over there marked already. So I'm just going to nail there first and nail there second. Okay, now that wall one is framed, next step will be to put the insulation in there and the drywall, and I will show you how to put the insulation and the drywall, and I will then start wall number 2, 8 feet, and then wall number 3, 8 feet, and as you notice there is a window there, and I'm gonna show you how to frame around the window. So step number 1 was really marking the floor. Remember, it's 4.5 from the wall, so 4.5 to the wall, so you can have a little bit of space in the back. I had to go another 1/2 inch on mine. Depending on whatever you have behind, you might have to change the size, but mine was 5 instead of 4.5, so I have to do a little bit of space because I had a little bit of a problem there. So first wood, one is facing that way, and this is your first wood here, and it was 15.25 to the first wood over here. So from here to here, your first wood is 15.25. The second one is 16 forward, so from here to here is 16, and then forward, and then 16 forward, and so on. So those are the first steps. Remember, the bottom wood is treated, the top is not treated, and just make sure that you nail everything accordingly. You're gonna need, you can use screw to the concrete. I used nail. I had a gun to use nail. And that's all you do.